Hello and welcome to Dark Souls 2. In the last episode, we had gone through Hyde's Tower of Flame and fought the hardest boss in the game. In this episode, we'll be fighting the, well, we won't be fighting anything. We'll be going through the rest of Forest of Fallen Giants. Well, it's not even really the rest. It's like most of it. And the weapon of the day is short sword. Here is like the demonstration of it. Okay, so as I said earlier, this is future me doing this. I said that the weapon of the day is a short sword, or well, it's a straight sword, right? And there are exactly 18 straight swords. Here are the list. I might need to continue, but I'm not 100% sure. There are 18 exactly, and most of them perform like this, or center around this one sword. They have the R1, 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 R1. It's a two move combo there. It's, you know, it's that. R2 is just that. It's a stabbing motion. Still parry with it, and you can riposte with it. I know that for sure. Let's attempt that, I guess. Let's not die. This is what the backstab looks like. Right. Again, I'm gonna try to attempt to parry with this thing. I'm actually going to get the shield out, because it's easier to parry with the shield, I think. So, we're going to parry with it. Bad move. This is what the repulse looks like. You get the main gist of it. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'll put, I won't be putting those on. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so now that you're back, now you get a little bit more understanding of the weapon and how many there truly are. Before we really start combat and before we really just do anything, let's come over here and talk to... So she sells broken straight swords, which, you know, we don't really need because we have the straight sword, hand axe, and club. We have a mace, which... Well, we have a Morning Star, which is the same type of weapon as a club, so we don't really need that. She also sells the traveling merchant stuff that we could get from the beginning of the game. I didn't actually know that raises in item discovery. She also will be selling us many useful items, like the blacksmith's key. We'll be grabbing that, and we'll head there soon. She can sell human effigies, life gems, very useful, amber herbs, fire bombs, witching urns, throwing knives, bright bugs, which were only in the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. If you play the Skull of the First Sin edition, then you will be able to play all of the DLCs, and you'll be able to get all the items with, you know, things mixed around. But just a heads up, if you're playing normal Dark Souls, this won't be here. This item won't be a thing unless you get the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. Then we have Ferrous Lockstone. That's what I was talking about in the first episode, where you stick a stone in a hole, right? That's the whole idea. And then you have Fragment Branch of Yore, which restores living things from petrification. We've seen that before in the tutorial. We don't have 12,000, so we'll get that later. But for now, let me show you the miracles that she sells. She sells Soul Arrow and Heal, both of which we won't be getting for right now.
My name is Malentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. When the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. So I'll keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love. It's high time.
Alright. Very similar to how the miracle lady had before, Alicia. She's gonna be moving to Majula. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of it. But don't be, you know, there's not much other than that. So this is one of the many locked doors that you can actually break. I forgot that you were there. I forgot that you were a thing. This is one of the many locked doors that you can actually break to get through. But not all wooden doors are like that. Only if they look very broken can some of them be broken down. And we had gotten Titanite shards, which makes our total, I think 3. Yes, 3. We'll be leveling up soon. Our weapons that we need to level up. We also had gotten a new weapon, the hand axe. It's an axe, not a hammer. So be wary of that. It's, you know, there's nothing special about it. I mean, yeah, it just gives us one more thing to use in later down the road. So we have a chest here. Let's open it up. It looks like there's an enemy coming this way, so let's see if I can parry him first. Try, come on. Yes, perfect. Oh, God, I wasn't expecting that. Cool. And this item is a small white signed soapstone and a radiant life gem. Remember early in the playthrough in episode 1 when I told you about different life gems? Right, this is radiant life gem. It's much better than a life gem, except they're a lot rarer. So use this with a little bit more caution than you would a life gem, but do use life gems, you know, with caution as well. Now we have small white soapstone, small white signed soapstone. It's basically a co-op item. It allows you to help other people, but this is not the best type of soapstone there is. Later down the road, we'll find a larger one. So, and that's where co-op really does begin to start up. We also got the cracked red eye orb that we got a few episodes ago. I never explained it. This allows you just to invade other people, so that's always fun. You know, because invading's cool. And then let's see if I can do this. So what you want to do is you want to drop down on this branch and you pick the Divine Blessing, which is an automatic heal. And what it also does is it takes all the items. It takes all the status effects off of you that are bad, like poison or bleed or... Yeah, that's kind of the idea. So, as we're actually going to start venturing down this ladder into, you know, hell, we start off by killing a few knights. Now, at first, there's only these two. Oh, that's a halberd. That's nice. But if you come over to the right, you'll notice there's like a dead one. And there's an item. If you come over here and pick the item up, solve a lost undead. We got a lot of those. I'll have to explain what they do later. But he'll come back to life. So just, again, be wary of people laying down. Look at their bodies. If they look like they can pop up, do try to hit them. Unless they're an NPC, that, you know. Oh, we got this guy. Very similar to how it was before. Just stab him a few times, and there you go. So here we come to this area. This area is definitely something. But don't worry, don't fret. First new enemy is actually Turtle Boy. You can't backstab these guys, and if you get their armor, you can't be backstabbed. The best way to fight them, I believe, is to make, is to actually lower them into one of these boxes. Not boxes. One of these barrels. If they hit one of these barrels, they'll immediately explode. Well, if you'll get them to hit the barrel. That'd be pretty cool. Like I said, they'll immediately explode and most of their health will be gone. Mark that up on the death counter. Yes, I'll be having a death counter down in the left corner if you saw that. I'm only having a death counter because I just want to. I don't want to die, and I want to. You know, why not? The problem what happened there was that I couldn't get him to hit a barrel. So, yeah. Oh, but I can finally explain death in this game. Finally. So, you can't really tell, but we're actually lower health than we normally were. Our full HP is 757, but if you look very carefully, it's taken some away. And that is because in this game, as you die, you become more hollow. Now, this is, you know, extremely hated among YouTube. Not YouTube. Wait, why did I say YouTube? Among, you know, Dark Souls fans, because it's just annoying that half your health will be gone if you die too many times. However, don't fret, because you will be able to restore your health. And no, it's not like you have to go to this one NPC or anything. Remember, we have human effigies. Human effigies reverse hollowing, and what we're doing right now is becoming hollow. So, if we do this, it will reset our health to 100%. You still have to heal, but it will restore our health. And if you're hollow, and if you're human, or not hollowed, you can summon people into your world. So, being human's really something. So, really, there's two things you can do here. Don't die. And if you do die, be stocked up on human effigies. And there are limited amounts for right now. You'll be able to grind them out later, but for right now, it's very limited amounts. So watch out. Don't die too much, because you'll lose half of your health, and no one likes that. So, as you saw, the barrels will explode, and they'll explode everything else. So again, watch out for that. Just come up and hit him twice, you'll be good. But he does give a lot of souls for this area, so again, watch out. We have an arrow guy. He's not really a new enemy. He's just a new type of enemy. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight him. I'm over here. This is a little farther than I want it to be right now. But no fret. So, if you can somehow... Never mind, it's impossible now. But if you somehow get that firebomb guy to throw his firebomb all the way over here... Which not happened. It's very close, though. Come on. You can also just get a firebomb yourself. I'm just poor, and I don't want to do this. Come on. Is he just not feeling it? I don't think he's feeling it right now. Oh. He's not feeling it. Alright, cool. Wish I had a firebomb. Nah, lastly, there's not much I can do for now. So, we'll come back to that. But what we can do is, get ready to heal. Just, like, honestly. Alright, L3's to jump. So, what you can do is you can come over here and die because you don't have enough health. Yeah, that was, not, again, not my intention, but it happened. So it's whatever. That's number 2 of death counter. It's fine, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't worry though, we'll be able to bulk up and get past this area. So, I guess I can explain souls right now. Souls, they give you, an amount of souls. That's fun, right? Unlike Dark Souls 3, you can't sell them. So, you actually have to pop them, which is, it's not all that bad. So, I'm only gonna be using one for right now. And bosses also give you souls, if you know, if you play Dark Souls, you'd understand that. And we do have the Dragon Rider soul, so we'll be good on that. But I won't be using that for now, because I want to be using that for weapons, which we'll be getting later. And I'm not using an effigy this time, because I just, you know, I don't feel like dying. Oh, a life gem, that's fun. Also, ignore down there, you don't really need to go down there. That's just a heads up. That's, like, you don't need to head down there whatsoever. As you see that we're coming in here and we're killing these enemies multiple times. This is the, what, the third time we're coming in here killing them. There's this mechanic where you fight an enemy, I think it's 15 times. It might be 12, but if you kill an enemy 15 times in a row, or just kill the enemy 15 times, he will actually despawn and never come back. I don't know why they did this, but they did. So, yeah. If you're gonna be grinding out for something, I'd be careful. Alright, he's not dead, but, you know, he's dead for the most part. Alright, let's try this one more time with you. Let's see if I can get this. Can't even hit me in general. He's really not good. Come on. Alright. And we'll be using this. Alright, so we'll be actually, because, you know, we can do it ourselves. We're just gonna get a firebomb and we're gonna just that. Now the reason you might want to do this is, you know, might be different compared to mine, but it's a shortcut immediately. And yeah, I know that there was a glitch that you could throw a firebomb through the wall and you could hit it, but I have never been able to perform that, and that's, you know, not fun. When you can't perform something, it's not fun. So yes, we're coming here. Here is not somewhere you might want to be. Especially for not a player that's not very used to the difficulty of this game. So, welcome to a little bit of a mini-boss for now. His name is Pursuer. You're going to need to get to know him. The thing with Pursuer is he really likes to be killing fools up here. So, I'm actually going to hop down for now. But do keep in mind, he'll come back. He won't come back here, but he'll actually be gone forever. Yeah. So he'll come back in multiple forms, but for right now we're going to ignore him. But do keep this place in mind, because I'll be showing this off a little bit later. So you come up here and you kill all the enemies, and bada boom, bada bing, you get a few enemies that you might want to deal with. You know, don't worry. If you do kill all 3 enemies up here, and just ignore the Pursuer for now. Pick up a lot of cool and awesome items, and in this case we got a repair powder, which I explained earlier, not earlier, but, you know, last episode, and we got, heard something, and we got Estus Flask Shard, which is nice, because then that allows us to get 3 Estus Flasks instead of the normal low 2. So, yeah. So, actually, I haven't been in this area in a while, but do keep it in mind, because there are a few guys here you might want to watch out for. Don't worry, if you're experienced in this game, you shouldn't be killed all that much, but I think, for the most part, there's only 4. I think there's only 4 for right now on this top area. But, yeah. There is a bottom area, which is, well, we will be heading soon, anyways. Get up here, you get, 2 pretty cool things. You get Great Soul Arrow and the other one. If I come over here, I can show you the Great Soul Arrow. So let me explain it a little bit. So it tells you what kind of magic it is. It's sorcery. It tells you how many you know, how many attunement slots you need. In this case, it's 1. How much faith and intelligence you need. In this case, its intelligence is 14. And then it says use is 15. You might be like, what's that? Don't we have like a magic bar, which is like from Dark Souls 3? No, you don't actually. In this game, it's amount of uses that you can use a magic. But don't worry, you could still stack the magic. So you could get force and get it 800 times. Yes, it's happened. And you can just use force multiple times. In this case, if you get multiple great soul arrows, you can use like 30 of them if you get another one. But it's going to cost more slots. So just, you know, be careful, I guess. So it brings us here, which is always fun. If you remember about the Pharaoh's Lockstone, we can't actually do much with this, but do remember that this is an area. We're gonna come over here, and look at that, he's got arrows. Funny thing with arrows is they'll still hurt you, and it's not fun. We will have to come back here for the Pharaoh's Lockstone part of this area, and also to try to open the store later. But for now, we can move on and, you know, have fun. Which is what I'm always for, you know. So we have 2 areas. We have the front area and the right area. This is Pate. We won't be doing his quest line just yet, but we'll be doing it later. Like after, you know, we get through the area. We got a green blossom. A green blossom is an item that's been in Dark Souls for a while now. I don't know if we've had it before, but it's a boost stamina. Very similar to the Colanthe ring that you can get in multiple other games. So welcome to this room. So, if you remember the whole firebomb thing from earlier, here's like it, but 14,000 times worse. And I say that only because, oh, yeah, no, they don't care. They'll just do it anyway. So, just watch out for that. Do be careful, because many people have and will die in that area. For right now, there's not much over here that we need to know about. We just need to, you know, understand why. Remember what, I think her name was Matilda or something? She talked about how when a giant dies, they leave a tree behind. And, this is a tree of a giant. Well, this is, some Lothric. They're not Lothric, they're Drangleic soldiers. So, yeah. I think we know who we're fighting. I think I know who was fighting here. But for the last, we can't really do much for him, as if we try to examine or try to do anything with him, alas, nothing happens. Do remember these areas though, because we will be coming back for more exploration. And we come up here now. Over there is an area which is fun, and over here is an area which is where we're going to be heading to. I believe this is a crossbow. A light crossbow? A light crossbow, right. That's a new weapon, a new kind of weapon. I'll explain it a little bit after I kill these guys, or, you know. Make this jump! And get a torch, and the soul of Nameless Soldier, which gives you more than the soul of, Not. I didn't know there was 3 up here, but whatever. Once you kill all of them, you open this up and you get a new dagger. You get the Mail Breaker. And the infantry helm, which I believe we have on right now. Well, we have the hollow version of it, but this is better. It's literally just a change in color. That's it. That's it. Mail Breaker, very similar to the dagger. Well, this is its two-handed. Right, and then this is its one-handed. Instead of like a slash, it's more of a stab. Also, it does more damage when you riposte than any other weapon except for the dagger. So yeah. back to the short sword. Also, the light crossbow is very similar to the bow or something like that. We'll be getting later, except instead of can't remember what the name I'm thinking. Rather than a bow, it takes arrows. This takes crossbow arrows or bolts. It also, I think it has lower range than bows, but it does more damage if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, wing spear, another new weapon. Might as well show it off. Wing spear is one of the many weapons we'll be getting in our. One of the many weapons we'll be getting. It's just a spear. This is it. Most spears are very stabby, not very slashy. That's kind of the idea. It's one-handed. It's a lot of stabs still. It's really nothing different. It's always going to be a lot of stabs with those. But we'll come across many things like that in our path. We come over here, we get life gems. We come over here, we try to open this door. We can't open it quite yet. However, we'll be back, so don't worry. Watch out, these guys have spears and they'll poke you from far away. The spears, the whole shtick is that they can do damage from far away. So, yeah. Can you do like an animation or something? Oh, hit me with a shield. Yeah, they can do that. Enemies can do that. They can't only sometimes they don't only hit with their sword. They hit with their shield. This place should be familiar to some people. We come over here. We open this up. Well, you notice that hey, this is the beginning area from before. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Fire arrows, they're just arrows, but they do fire damage. It's kind of the whole gist of it. Come over here, come over here. This guy is, for the most part, very passive. I've only fought him because I can fight him. But, you know, I've never actually needed to fight him. We also got the, Hollow Soldier stuff, which we'll put on now, because it's good. I'll have to explain rolling. It's a large leather shield. We've haven't gotten the small one yet, but there is a small version of it. This is a normal shield, as the blue wooden shield is also, which, you know, it blocks more than any of these shields. But also, it's a big shield. It takes a little longer to parry, or I think it is. And yeah. That's it. Big shields they're heavier, but they can block more. Right. That's the whole idea. We come over here and see that there's an item. We see that there's a hammer boy. He wants to kill us. So let's not get killed. And yeah, there's no barrels this time, so we'll have to fight him the normal way. Ow, that's not what I meant by normal, but I'll take it. I believe the best way to fight these guys is wait for them to attack, and then go in for a lot of damage. We'll actually be switching our weapon out here for a second. We'll be using the scimitar. We'll still need to do an episode just for the scimitar alone, but we'll be coming over here to get this item. This should be a halberd. Halberd in the soul of the nameless. Yeah. And if you come down here, you'll notice that there's a few guys that want us dead, and in this case, that number is 4. Do watch out, you can fall off here and die. Trust me, I've done it like twice. But for the most part, that shouldn't be much of a problem. And just, you know, be careful. And because our weapon's about to break, our weapon of the day is about to break, let's run back to the bonfire and to, you know, to heal up. And also to get our Estus Flask back. That's kind of it. I mean, why not, you know? Alright, now that we got this, now we can do this. Let's go down there and use this elevator that's over here. if you saw it. This elevator, let's use it. And it's kind of the whole idea, right? Still hollowed. For some reason, when you're hollowed, the tattoos don't show up. But it's fine, it's whatever. Oh, looks like there's another fog gate. Maybe it's gonna be a fog gate to a new area. Maybe it's gonna be a fog gate to a boss. I don't know. Well, I do, but I don't know. Let's see. So, one of the first boss you're actually supposed to fight that, actually has some difficulty to it, or, not really, but, can be somewhat difficult for some people, is the Last Giant. Now, the Last Giant is a very easy boss for the most part. Just watch out for his feetsies-weetsies. He also likes to jump. But for the most part, he shouldn't be that bad. Yeah. Notice what he's doing. He's pulling his arm off. Yes. He's pulling his arm off just like Amygdala does in Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Watch out. The only thing that really happens is that his attacks are a little bit more ranged than they were before. But he still uses his feet a lot, so watch out for that. And once he's dead, you get the soul of the Last Giant, and you get the soldier key, which will be useful. So yeah. Alas, this is where I'm going to end the episode. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode we'll be exploring the rest of the Forest of the Giant, opening some doors that we couldn't before, and yeah! Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.